Morning. Last class we started with the new concept, so that is towards independence. So when this lesson we started towards independence, the last concept, that is Gandhiji's last national movement, so which was launched, that is Quit India movement. And as you all know, the previous class we talked something about the causes for Gandhiji to start the Quit India movement, especially Japan's threat and the failure of Krebs machine. So these are the two causes which we have discussed. Then we also talked something about the Krebs machine, why the Krebs machine or how the Krebs machine got failed. So that we had discussed in the previous class. So today's class I just want to start the concept, so that is Quit India movement. So before going to end the lesson, that is Quit India movement, this towards independence lesson, and before we start the new concept, that is a new lesson in the next class, so we will have something about the Quit India movement, that is the last national movement, so which was launched by Gandhiji. When we talk about the Quit India movement, first and foremost, that is INC demanded immediate withdrawal of the British from India. Okay, INC, that is in Wardha, that is in Maharashtra. So after the realization, after the Krebs machine, where the Krebs machine got failed, the INC, the Congress committee, had met in Wardha, that is in month of July 1942. So during that time, they passed a concept called, so year after, staying upon a British in India is not required. It's almost like a threat. So that is the reason. So the INC, what did they do? They came out with a demand called immediate throw of British people from India. So that made in Mumbai to take up a session on 8th August 1942. Gandhiji, okay, so the INC leader Gandhiji, so passed a resolution which is called as Quit India Movement Resolution, okay, in Mumbai session, okay, on 8th August 1942. So that's how Quit India movement was launched by Gandhiji on 8th August, so 1942. So when this Quit India movement, when it was launched by Gandhiji, so it was having a certain reason. Okay, the reason, okay, cause might be Japan's threat to India or Krebs machine failure. But under this Quit India movement resolution, there were some programs. The first and first program was British rule in India was neither good or bad. Okay, their rule in India is one way, it will be either it is a good or it's a bad, but we don't want British rule. Okay. Second thing is, let us ask for the provisional government. Let us ask separate government for us under British or with the presence of British. If they don't give the complete government for an Indians, then INC will go for till 1942, the path of constitutional method, the path of 3PS, the path of ahimsa, path of all these methods they used. Okay, suppose if they don't, give a provisional government to India, then surely the INC would start a non-violent mass struggle, almost like it will be where the British people should feel to leave India. Such a mass struggle will be taken up in India. That with these three decisions, with the great slogan of Gandhiji, so that is the do or die. On 8th August 1942, the Quit India movement was started. And Quit India movement was just only for 2 months it was active. 2 months means only it was there for 2 months. After 2 months, then British people started declaring the independence to us. Okay, so that is the reason The active of on active, particularly the Quit India movement was on this one only for the 2 months. Okay, even though the Quit India movement was only for a very shorter period, or where it is only for another 2 months, but its impact and its significance is even today we have to remember, and even today. And you know, last the national movement of our country to get independence, that is Quit India movement, which was launched by Gandhi. So within these 2 months, okay, within these 2 months, so Quit India movement has given us a great impact or great significance. The great significance it has given to us. So let us see one by one. What is that great significance? I mean, we will see. There are three great impact of the Quit India movement. So one by one, we will see how this Quit India movement has given us this great impact, or what is the impact of an Quit India movement within the 2 months of a short period. The first and foremost, okay, the first and foremost significance is Quit India movement displayed depth of national feelings. Okay, depth. Okay, the inner feeling of an Indians were exposed to the British. Okay, what was that inner feeling or the depth of national feeling? So that was exposed to the British. If you see, that is one is mass revolt. Nowhere till 1942 the British people have seen such a mass revolt, but that they started to see in 1942. What was that? Mass revolt means like all the peoples. It can be the Hinduism, Islamic, Sikhism, Christianity, and any other religions. Okay, any other religions all gathered together. So that is the reason the Quit India movement, the first significance is the depth of feeling of an Indians. Okay, that uniting and standing is the mass revolt that was exposed, where British people realized that it is very difficult to settle in India, or it is very difficult to continue British rule in India from 1942 onwards. Okay, mass revolt was exposed. Second one, if you see, collective heroism. Okay, collective heroism. If you see in the beginning, the Indian national movement, only the Hinduism part you can see. Then in between, you can see different groups of people joining the national movement. But in 1942, when Quit India movement was started, all different categories of peoples were ready to sacrifice their life. Okay, the collective or the united stand towards the one particular demand that was seen after the Quit India movement campaign. Okay, that's the one aspect which we are seeing. Then enthusiastic response. Okay, the entire India responded to a great personality, that is to the Gandhi. The entire India. Okay, the entire India responded to a single man's demand. We don't want British rule. Don't want. Nobody said that you give us this, you divide that partition or make it partition, give no. Only the demand is we don't want it. British should quit. This is the one demand. Okay, so that was there as an enthusiastic response from every Indian. Okay, this mass revolt, collective heroism, enthusiastic response that showed the depth of national feelings of Indians. That is the one concept, so which we are, or one impact which we are having. The second impact, if you see, that is people acquired great capacity for struggle and sacrifice. Okay, two qualities: ready to struggle, ready to sacrifice the life in Quit India movement. Okay, every Indians were ready to struggle, even though British people, they did a lathi charge. Okay, they used the pistols on an Indians. Okay, machine guns were used. Okay, British people were having machine guns, they were having the pistols, lathi charges they were doing. But even though these three categories or three things, if they show towards an Indians, okay, show towards an Indians, that is struggle any struggle to face, the Indians were ready. So that showed extreme courage of an Indians. Okay, now for example, Lathi charge. Okay, if the Lathi charge is done, the person will be wounded and he will be having a lot of suffering, but still courage was there. Courage quality was seen in the Indians. And when the machine guns and the pistols were shown, once if it is shot, life is gone. Okay, that sacrifice, readiness to sacrifice the life for a country, so that also was seen. Okay, that's the one concept, or then where is the one similarity or one thing, so we can see here. Okay, so which made to realize military security of British people in India is null, or it is not going to possible, or it is not going to be protective to to the British people. So that was realized. Okay, the courage and sacrifice of Indians in the Quit India movement exposed that military security of British people will never work, or military security of British people making against an Indians is going, it is zero. It is not going to work. Such realizations of British people have it. And next thing, if you see the third one, it made the British people to realize their days were numbered. In fingers, they started to count their days. Okay, very short. They started to count their days. Why they started to count their days? Because British rule was not wanted for Indians from 1942 onwards. No Indians were dependent on the British rule. They don't want. Okay, they don't want. They don't want a group of people, British people, to be there in India. The only intention in the minds of Indians was to free from imperial rule. Imperial rule means foreign rule. India should be ruled by, or India is a country which should be ruled by an Indians. That concept started to develop in 1942. They don't want British people, some other personality who is not a version of India to rule. Okay, imperial rule, no. India, if it is ruled, good or bad leader, whoever it may be, but Indians should be ruled by an Indian. So such concepts started to be developed. Okay, then it ended. Quit India movement ended. The India's freedom movement, which started in 1857, the revolt of 1857, first war of Indian independence, which started in 1857, which was dragging from 1857. It started to drag, and it started to reach 1942. So 1942, the British people came to a conclusion that British realized to quit. They thought that it is the time to quit. So that realization was took place. Quit. That realization made in 1942. So that showed us that our Indian struggle, or our freedom movement struggle, comes to a conclusion in 1942. After 1942, the preparation for an independence started to take place under the British rule. So this is about the Quit India movement, so which we are having it. So this is about the Quit India movement and the Quit India movement significance or impact, so which we are having it. So 1942, with the Quit India movement, within a short period of 2 months, so British finally they came to a conclusion to quit India. Okay, so to quit India, they came to a conclusion. So that made the 1857 the revolt to come to a conclusion in 1942. So after the deciding the British people to quit India, okay, before quitting India, they had some responsibility. Since they have ruled India for so many years, they had a responsibility to transfer the powers to Indians. Okay, so how do they transfer the powers after 1942, after this Quit India movement? Okay, how their preparation for transferring the powers to Indians, started to take place. So that we will see in the, coming chapter or coming lessons. But before going into the towards independence preparation of a British people to transfer the power, we have one more small topic where we are studying something about the great personality, that is Subhash Chandra Bose. That we will study in the next class about the Subhash Chandra Bose. So after talking about Subhash Chandra Bose, then we will go with the, about the towards independence, I mean preparation. So how the British people prepared and how they gave independence to us. So all the things we will see it in the next class. Thank you.